I am a mother, first of all, a daughter, a sister, a friend. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also a minister, a prophetess in the gospel, and an encourager. I am a woman of faith. I walk in it. I don't just talk in it, but I walk in it each and every day. And it's just for me to just be able to encourage those that are just weary and heavy burden to know that they can just lean upon God and He would just calm all of their fears, all of their worries, all of their situations, whatever they're facing from day to day. So, yes, initially, Apostle Proudy had invited me to a Zoom call, and she says, I want you to be a part of it. And I said, girl, I'm not trying to be a part of no collab author. I said I need to be have my own book by itself. I said I have so much that I need to tell people. And I said for years God has been speaking to me about writing. So she said, Linda, just come. I said, okay. So shortly after I had an interview for a job, I was pursuing a job at another federal agency in the same career path, but for higher pay. And had the interview. And the day afterwards, I broke my foot in three different places. Um, I got onto the Zoom call, listening to the ladies. And as I was listening to them, I just began to just weep and cry. And just hearing their stories and their testimonies really just really touched my heart. And God began to speak, and He says, you're going to be part of this group as well, Unshakable Faith. I need you to share your story, your testimony about things that I've done for you to encourage others. And so as she got to me, she says, I want Prophetess Linda Hicks to speak. And I said, are you serious? And so I began to weep in front of the ladies, and I said, I've already got my title. So as I was in the midst of the call, God had already given me the title In Pursuit of Timing. And yeah, so then I began to write. I was still hesitant afterwards, but God said, you're going to write this story. And so it wasn't until 2 days before the deadline for us to turn it in that I began to write. And He said, if you would just write, I would give you the words to say. And that's what happened. So, yes, I am now pursuing my MBA in human resource management. I'm currently working in that career, but I'm pursuing it even further. I'm also beginning to write my next book, and I just believe that I need to share more of my story and just more of Christ with others. Um, and so, with that, I also have a ministry that is also burning inside of me that God is pushing forward. So, that will be coming forward in the coming months. And I also have other businesses that are brewing up as well. With my TikTok at Linda Hicks Author, and my Instagram page is I am Linda Hicks. They can also purchase the book at www.lindahicksauthor.com, or they can email me if anyone wants to schedule for me to speak, or either share my testimony at lindahicksauthor@yahoo.com. I just want to encourage each and every one of you that Hebrews 11 and 1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through, just know that God is a now faith God, and He will fix whatever situation is that you're going through. Be blessed.